Stephanie, your DRW yoga instructor and vice president for Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated here on Clayton State's campus. Thank you guys so much for joining me for our second Wellness Wednesday. If you guys like it, keep tuning in, send in your own 10-second wellness videos. Again, you can be doing whatever you want. You can be doing 10 squats, 10 jumping jacks, 10 push-ups if you're feeling fancy, 10 deep breaths if you just want to relax for the day and share that with everybody who's at home. So, for those of you who are always in my class, you know that I have a spiel. I have 3 rules. 1, if something hurts you at any point in time, you are more than welcome to stop, collect yourself, and come back in. And at all times, you don't have to be doing what I'm doing. Whatever feels best for your body and your space, you can do, and then you can come back to myself, or you can just have me in the background to guide you or anything like that. Secondly, I like my students to breathe into their lungs and not into their chest. Breathing into your lungs helps with posture and sitting up nice and tall. It draws the rib cages up off of the hips and allows the lungs to fully expand and the body to fully relax into each and every pose. And thirdly, if at any point you have to go or you have to go to the restroom, stop and get some water, again, you are more than welcome to do so. And we're going to go ahead and get started. So we're going to start on our feet today. Don't mind my socks, guys. I like my socks. These are my favorite socks. I'm just going to keep them on for the day. And so we're going to take a nice wide-legged stance. Outside hips width apart here. We're just going to start by standing up because I'm sure some of you haven't worked out since last week, which is A-okay. We're just going to start by working out our legs because if you're anything like me, you're just in bed watching Netflix and, no judgments. So we're going to inhale the arms up. Nice and high. Again, still keeping the shoulders nice and relaxed here. We just want a nice stretch, lengthening the spine. We don't want to lock out the knees, so we can have a nice bend in the knees as well. Inhale up, and we're going to interlace the fingers together like this. And again, lengthen upward, shoulders relax, shoulder blades down the spine. And we're just going to take about 5 big rotations here, nice and slow. And when the head comes down, we're just going to really let the body sag. Engage the core, pull the body up. We want to be moving through our center. We don't want to be moving like this or just throwing our body around. We want to be controlled with our movements, engaging our core of the obliques, pushing down. Nice stretch for the hamstrings, through center, up and over. Repeating about 3 more times for me. Nice and slow, moving at your own pace. Core still engaged. Give me 2 more. And whenever you're ready again, 5 more in the opposite direction, or if it's this way for you, that's okay. We're always going to do both sides in our practice. And taking those 5 big circles on the opposite side. About 2 more, still keeping that core engaged. And on the final rotation, bringing it back to center. From here, we're going to release the arms out to the side. Nice T formation. If you want to keep the wide stance, you're more than welcome to do so. If you want to bring your feet underneath your elbow. And today, we're not going to do anything too strenuous, just a few arm circles. 10 to the front, 10 to the back. Moving at your own pace. The core is nice and engaged here. We want to tuck the hips underneath the tailbone to allow for that nice core activation. It is a mountain pose. So full body activation, but you're not overexerting yourself. About 5 more for you. And reverse. Five more. You can even add some shoulders in there if you want. You can make your circles wider. Just doing whatever feels best for your body. 2 more. And dropping the arms down to the side. Nice little warm up. The body should be a little bit heated. You should be sweating just a little. And we're going to go ahead and bring it to the top of our mat. And we're going to do a few sun salutations today just to get motion through all ranges of the body and full body workouts for us today. So again, we're going to start out heels underneath the hips here. And we want to be sure that we're not just pressing into the corner of our feet or into the inner corner. We want to be pressing into all 4 corners. So the bottom of that big toe, the pinky toe, and both corners corners of the heels of each foot. So we're going to inhale the arms up again, getting my foot to keep those shoulders nice and relaxed, tucking the tailbone underneath the hip, lengthening all the way from your toes to your fingertips. And we're just going to exhale forward. Now, some of you might find that your fold is like this and your chest is punching inward. That's not what we want. So we're going to bring the hands to the hips and just guide ourselves forward. The chest should be facing down towards the floor. And wherever you find yourself in your forward fold in your practice today, we're just going to grab the elbows and hang it out. You can just stay here in one spot, letting gravity do all the work for you, or you're more than welcome to sway side to side. You can take a nice walk, just pedaling down the knees to get a nice deep stretch for the hamstrings. And we're going to rest here about 5 to 8 deep breaths. Three more exhales. Really engaging the core to draw the body closer to the top of the thighs. Exhale and release. You can drop the elbows, still maintaining that forward fold here. And we're just going to drop the hands right onto the shins. And we're just going to slide them up until the tip of your palm comes right underneath your knee. You should be in a nice half back. Your back shouldn't be like this, and it shouldn't be hunched over like this. You want to engage that lower core, but open the chest as well. So the spine is nice and straight. The crown of your head is pointing forward, not down. You want to have a nice lengthened neck, spine holding in this half back. 2 deep breaths here. And on that exhale, folding forward, sliding the hands back down the shins here. And we're just going to wrap them around the ankle and just gently pull ourselves deeper into our fold. You don't have to yank yourself. You don't have to try and force your way into it. We're just going to comfortably move and stay wherever you can, deepening that stretch with each exhale. You're going to give me 4 deep exhales here. And on the final breath, releasing the back of the ankles here, we're going to place the hands on the mat. If you need to bend your knees, you are more than welcome to do so. We're going to step each foot back, coming in for a nice plank. For our planks, you want to be pushing out through the heels, engaging that lower core, keeping that back nice and straight, and the core nice and activated in the front here. And we're not going to stay here long. We're going to push back, down dog. And if you need to adjust the distance, that's okay. And on the following breath again, we're going to shift forward once more back into our plank here, finding that realignment, pushing out through the back heels. For our first modification, we're going to go ahead and drop the knees, and then the chest, and the chin. Resting here, pushing strong through the arms, up dog. Allowing the hips to sink down. If you feel like your lower back is pinching, you're welcome to engage the glutes, and that should take the tension off of the lower back. You can rock side to side. And again, tucking the toes right there, pushing the hips up, plank, hips up and back, down dog. And on the last breath, we're going to shift the gaze forward and just simply walk the feet back up to meet their hands, forward fold. Again, nice gentle bend in the knees. We don't want to lock the knees out. Deepening the bend in the knees here, we're going to bring the arms out to the side, letting the head hang, and just gently reverse swan dive upward. Nice and slow here, guys, literally no rush. One vertebrae at a time. We want the head to be relaxing as it comes up. Inhaling up, arms coming up, 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 palms together. Exhale down to heart center. And that was our first sun salutation. So we're probably going to go through that just 3 more times. I know the body's probably feeling really warmed up, and that's exactly what we want. So we're going to keep it going. So again, restarting, finding our base. And inhale the arms up. We're going to move just a little bit quicker with each one, guys. So stick with me. Forward fold. You can place the hands on the hips. Again, do so. Forward fold, chest down. Hang it out. 1 deep breath here. spine straight, lower core and hips are tucked, core engaged, spine and neck straight. Exhale and fold. Inhale back up, half back, once more. Exhale, fold. On the last breath here, again, bending the knees, stepping the feet back. For our second modification here, I know the first time we simply just stepped our feet back. If you would like to challenge yourself today, you can place the hands down, engage the core, and shoot the feet back. Takes a little bit of practice to land lightly and a lot of core strength, but that's what we're here to work on. So again, holding this plank, one deep breath. Inhale up and back, down dog. Shifting forward again into our plank. Second modification, last time we did knees, chest, and chin. For those of you who again want to challenge yourselves at home, you're welcome to push back into your plank. We're going to shift the weight a smidge forward and controlledly lower ourselves down. The only thing touching the mat are my hands and my toes. Push it up. Up dog, beautiful guys. Being mindful to untuck those toes here so we don't hurt ourselves. Up back into the plank, hips up and back, down dog, hold here, 2 exhales. And one more time, shifting the gaze forward, walking the feet up, or again, you can hop the feet up and enter into our forward fold. Hanging it out 2 seconds. Exhale, release, bend in the knees, arms out to the side. Reverse swan dive, nice and slow here. Head is the last thing that comes up. Arms up, palms together. Exhale down to heart center. At this point, you guys should be feeling it because I know I am sweating. So we're going to give it 2 more times. Then we're going to move forward here. We're going to pick up the pace a little. So if you can't keep up, you're welcome to stay where you want to. Or if you want to try to keep up, you're more than welcome to. So again, inhale the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, melt. Inhale, half back. Exhale and fold. Release, hands on the mat, step or shoot the feet out. Plank. Push back, down dog. Shift forward again, knees, chest, or chin, or chaturanga. If you would like to challenge yourself, push up dog, untuck those toes. Tucking the toes under, hips up and back, down dog. Gaze forward towards the fingertips and step or hop the feet up, forward fold. Bend in the knees, arms out to the side, reverse swan dive. Resetting the neck on top of the vertebral column. Inhale the arms up. Palms together. Exhale all of that positive energy down to heart center. And we're going to give it 1 more go, guys. Stick with me. You got this. Keep pushing yourself. I promise you'll enjoy the results. Inhale up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half back. Exhale, melt. Half back. Exhale and melt. Engage in the core. Tight, tight, tight. Palms on the mat. Step or hop the feet back. Plank. Holding here. Give me 3 big deep breaths for now. We're going to be pushing ourselves. Hips up and back. Down dog. On the final breath, shifting forward again, knees, chest, or chin, or chaturanga. Push up, down dog, or up dog. Untucking the toes. On the final breath, last time, tucking the toes under, hips up into that plank. 4 big deep breaths for me, guys. And push your hips up and back, down dog. Last time, you can walk it out or do whatever feels comfortable for you. And on the final breath, finger gaze towards the fingertips, hop or step the feet up, forward fold. Bending the knees, arms out to the side. Nice and slow. Oh, anyway, inhale the arms up, palms together. Last time, getting all that positive energy up. Exhaling down to heart center. I don't know about you guys, but I am sweating, so I'm going to take a break, get some water, let you guys rest before we move forward. All right, guys, if you still need to get some water, that's fine. You can stay where you're at and then come back in again whenever you are ready. For those of you who are ready to get back into it, we're going to take you down to a nice tabletop here. Stacking the shoulders on top of the wrists, knees underneath the hips, being mindful that there is a separation between the knees. We do not want to have the knees together. And if we try to drop down into a cow pose, we're going to end up pinching the lower back, and that can cause problems down the road, and that's not what we want. So knees directly underneath the hips, shoulders right on top of the wrists here. And we're going to take some nice cat-cows. We're going to tuck the tailbone underneath the hips, nice and easy, engaging the core up and in, as if there's a string pulling your navel back towards your spine here. And we're going to tuck the chin in, pushing the ground away actively through all fingertips and pressing into the tops of the feet and the shins. Exhale and release, doing literally the reverse. So dropping everything down, untucking the hips, dropping the torso and the abdomen downward, still pressing the mat away in the ground, opening up the chest and the throat. And we're just going to repeat about 10 times or however many deep breaths you feel comfortable doing. And we're just going to spend some time with our spine here. Five more deep breaths here. If you would like, you can definitely take some curves. You can draw that shoulder all the way to the chest, to the hip, and just take a nice curve for the spine. If you want to stay in your cat, if you want to stay in your cow, whatever feels best for you. Last 2 deep breaths. And on the final exhale, bringing the spine back to neutral here. We're going to bring the knees to the outer edge of the mat, big toes together, and just send the hips back as far as you can, dropping the chest down, lengthening out through the arms, getting a nice stretching through the shoulders and the chest area, and coming to a nice wide-legged down, wide-legged child's pose. And this is a wonderful rest position. So if at any time you feel too tired, you don't know what to do, and you just need to catch your breath, you can come into a child's pose, knees together, or knees apart, whatever feels best for you, and come back in whenever you are ready. About 2 more deep breaths for me. And on the final breath, we're just going to gently push back about 1 or 2 paces, and we're going to take that right hand here, and we're going to flip it face up to face the And we're just gonna thread it underneath that left arm or the right. It's okay because we're gonna do both sides. And we're just gonna gently come to lay down on that opposite shoulder, getting in a nice twist for the front body and the upper spine here, and getting a nice stretch in for that shoulder as well. 5 deep breaths here. One more big breath for me. And gently pushing up, coming back to center. And we're going to repeat on the opposite side. So left or right hand face up and threading it underneath that opposite arm. Coming to lay down on that shoulder. 5 deep breaths here as well. About 2 more deep breaths. And on the final breath, pushing back up to center here. And we're going to come back into our tabletop, resetting the knees right underneath the hips here and shoulders right on top of the wrists. So from here, we're going to take that right knee and we're just going to gently slide it forward. Again, like I said, I know some of you have probably been sitting all day if you're working from home, or even if you've just been in bed all day. This is going to be a wonderful stretch for the legs and for the hips as well. So for our pigeon pose, you can bring the foot in towards the body. If your flexibility is not quite comfortable yet, you just don't feel like you can extend the foot parallel, you can bring the foot in closer to the body. If you would like to challenge yourself, see where your hip flexibility is, you can bring that foot parallel. The more parallel your shin is, the more open your hips are. However, do not force your foot up here. If you can't get there, that's what we'll get to in time. So for those of you who aren't even here, you need a modification. If you can find like a book or a textbook or something block-like at home, you can sit it underneath the bottom, and you can just sit on it like a chair and have to do all the work for you and just move forward working on that hip and hamstring flexibility. So wherever you are at home, we're going to find our comfy spot and we're going to come on down. 45 seconds, deep breaths here. And I want you to be mindful of that lower core because this pose is also a core pose. You want to draw that lower core in and just pull the body down, further opening up the hips, the hamstrings, the knee, and the shin flexibility as well. All right, it's time yet, guys, I promise. Ten more seconds, guys. And gently pushing the hands back first, coming on up. We're going to first bring the foot in towards the body. We're going to roll onto that shin and just push it back. No muss, no fuss, all protected for the knee, the hips, and the hamstrings as well. And we're just going to repeat on the opposite side. So taking that opposite knee in our tabletop and just sliding it between the hands as far as we can. Again, being mindful if you need to, you can utilize that block underneath the bottom. But again, we're just going to find whatever works best for us. And my right side is a lot more flexible. So if you find that one side of your body can't really go as far as you would like it to, that's A-okay. Again, not listening to my own rules. Don't force your legs, guys. Do not force your legs to go any further than they can. So we're going to take you down for another 45 seconds. Deep breaths into that lower core as well. Ten more seconds. And on the final breath, gently pushing back up onto the hands here, bringing the foot in towards the body, rolling onto the shin and pushing back. From here, we're going to rotate and come to sit on our bottom. So we're going to bring the legs into a nice wide V. And again, if your hips aren't here, your V is like even here, that's A-okay. We'll just go wherever you feel comfortable here. And from here, we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna inhale the arms up. Toes can be pointed or flexed, however best. If you would like a deeper stretch, I suggest you do flex the feet because that adds a little bit more strength and it pulls the muscles a little bit more up and around the heel so you get a deeper stretch in your hamstrings and the back of your shins as well. If you don't want that, you want to focus strictly on flexibility or just comfort, you can keep the feet relaxed or pointed. So we're gonna again inhale the arms up. Shoulders relaxed, core engaged. And we're just gonna fold forward, placing the hands down and just crawling however far we can. Again, if you have books that you can stack on top of one another to bring the ground to you and lessen some of that tension on the lower back and your hips, that's even better. And if you can, we're just gonna go wherever we can for today. So if that's right here and you still feel the stretches, that's perfect. And we're gonna stay here for a bit just to allow the hips to open up. So about 15 deep breaths for me. About 10 more deep breaths, and really take the breaths nice and slow, guys. Again, into that lower core to draw the body down, lengthen and open up that lower back, and get the hips as well. And again, 5 more deep breaths here, really making the most out of this stretch. And again, not forcing yourself, just allowing the breath to draw the body in. And on the final breath, walking the hands back nice and slow. We don't want to shock the muscles in the hips. If you're not used to doing this, you want to take it nice and slow and allow the body to relax. We're just going to shake the feet out. And we're going to take the bottom of that right foot and just bring it to the inside of that left thigh. And we're going to take the torso, turning it over, and just simply fall forward onto that foot. Again, we don't want to hunch our back. We want to lead with our chest and try to get our nose down to wherever we can. If you have a strap and you can't reach your foot, or even if you have a towel or a shirt that you're not using, you can go around your foot and just use it to pull yourself to your foot, chest forward nice and high, and just look at your wall or something that keeps your eyes level so your chest is up as well. And if you feel like you reach your foot and you're still not feeling your stretch, grabbing a book or two and just creating some more distance just to challenge yourself. 3 big exhales here. Two more deep breaths. And whenever you're ready, coming back up, releasing. For those of you who need some side body stretching, we're going to take that left hand to the right knee here and just inhale the right arm up. And just simply fall over nice and slow. If your hand doesn't meet your foot, that's okay. If it does, you can use it to pull yourself a little deeper. Getting in a nice stretch for the obliques and the side body on both sides. Two more deep breaths. Inhale back up to center. We're going to repeat on the opposite side here. And again, first we're just going to turn the torso over just to be sure that we are aligned. And again, you can grab your block or your strap or whatever works best for you. And we're just going to inhale up, lengthening the spine first. Exhale and fold. Two more exhales for me. And on the final breath, gently releasing, walking the hands back And again, if you still want that side body, you can take that right hand to the opposite knee. Inhale up, lengthening the spine, and fold over. And again, we don't want our chest to be hunched. We want our chest nice and open and lengthened throughout the whole score. So 3 more big deep breaths for me. Exhale and release back to center. Beautiful, guys. From here, we're going to rotate onto our bottoms and just simply roll back. You can gently rock side to side on the lower back. If you want to bring the chin up to just allow the spine to be the only thing in contact with the mat, you're welcome to do so. I'm just going to rock it out, pulling it down, about 3 deep breaths. And on the final breath, extending that left leg along here, we're going to bring that right knee deeper into the chest. Squeeze as much as we can. And we're just going to bring it down and over to the left, crossing the body, getting a nice deep. And if you feel like your knee is all the way up here, again, you can find like a block or something to put under your knee to decrease that tension. We do want to keep both shoulders down. Stay wherever you are. 2 more exhales. And on the final breath, lifting back through center, giving that knee one more good squeeze, switching it out. Squeeze that opposite knee in as tight as you can, engaging that lower core, pressing the lower back against the mat as well, and dropping the knee over and down to the opposite side. And on the final breath, inhaling 15 minutes for a well-deserved meditation. Just you, your breath, and your thoughts. If you find that your mind is flustered, I suggest that you find a good soundtrack and just sit with it and just try and imagine each thought is a cloud. Let it come and go because we want to let all that negative energy go. We want to invite in space for new thoughts. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the evening. Stay safe, stay blessed. Namaste.